rights activist and senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, on Tuesday said that every attempt by President Muhammadu Buhari's administration to take the country back to 1984 era will largely be resisted by Nigerians. Falana, who disclosed this at the 13th Wole Soyinka Center Media Lecture Series to commemorate his 87th birthday, said that the treatment meted out to Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho is similar to what happened in 1984 when a Nigerian politician was kidnapped. We should not allow Buhari's government take us back to 1984 when an attempt was made to kidnap Umaru Dikko in London. He already been kidnapped, and on the way to airport, a neighbor saw them and raised alarm after witnessing the inhuman treatment he was subjected to. In the case of Kanu, Kenya government cannot admit that on their soil a Nigerian was taken out of the country without going through the legal process. It's likely they drugged him to sleep and brought him back to Nigeria. That is against the Anti-Torture Act and Nigeria's constitution. Therefore, those who say they brought Kanu back through some international collaboration are not saying the truth. Interpol cannot deport without due process. He insisted that those who say people will not be allowed to protest are just joking and are still living in military era. Even during the military era of Babangida and Abacha, people still protested because it is their right. It is sad that Buhari forgot quickly. In 2003, Obasanjo's administration disbanded a rally in Kano, which was attended by Buhari. We went to courts and won the case. The court declared that police permits for rally is illegal and unconstitutional. A free people do not need permits to enjoy their freedom. Based on that, we mobilized the National Assembly and they made a law in 2015 that if you are going to have rally in Nigeria, all you need to do is to inform police to provide adequate security. The people in Abuja need to understand that we are not a conquered people, so they should learn to treat us with dignity. We are not surprised that the bill to criminalize protests has been withdrawn because it is not possible in a democratic era. Speaking to the theme of the event, remaking Nigeria towards a secure and viable union, Falana called on media practitioners to self-regulate. The media body is like the guide of editors. NUJ needs to meet urgently and bring out some new code of conduct, because now we have a situation whereby one or two people can set up online media and dish out stories, some with intention of blackmailing, that needs to be corrected. We must not wait for government to do that. One of the speakers, a public interest and human rights lawyer, Inebe Effiong, said that Nigeria is a very difficult period. It's at a very difficult period in which Buhari's administration on a daily basis violates human rights. Corroborating his views, Board Secretary Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism, GT Ogunye, said that the call for self-determination from different parts of the country was as a result of prevalent injustice. Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer, Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism, Motunrayo Alaka, said that lecture serve as a reminder that the country problems are solvable and that Nigeria has the human resources needed to think through and work on a way out of our current game once we gather the will to do the right thing and do things right. Well, this Buhari's antecedent, in fact, is making people who really rejected him in 2015 to begin to say, yes, we told you people, we told you guys, you didn't listen to us. Did we not tell you? And the man is proving them right. it's supposed to be disappointing those who have said, yes, Buhari has this character, he does not have this character. But he's telling them that, yes, I deceived those who I merged with in 2015 or 2015. To say, like, yes, I'm a change Democrat, just like Wole Soyinka said, that he believed that Buhari was a change Democrat, but unfortunately, he had already withdrew his support from him. He deceived a lot of people, and I'm sure his wife too is disappointed because this issue of hijacking the government, it was the wife that started this campaign, telling people that something is wrong somewhere. But she could not just open up. But those who have a discerning spirit were able to know that yes, something is really wrong somewhere. But people just felt that, oh, maybe the woman is having some was having some problem with some of the cabals. People felt she was having a problem with some cabals, and that was why she was shouting. But now we can understand better, and now she's even taking a back seat. Let Nigerians face the problems. Southerners should learn how to protect their people. Gumi and all his people are protecting killers, herders, and killer kidnappers. We are condemning our own Kanu and Igbohu. When are we going to be wise? This is of open grazing ban. The issue of open grazing ban is why government is pursuing agitators. Yes, they feel pained. Even the government prefer cow above its own citizens. It's a pity we allowed ourselves to be dragged to this level we found ourselves, where you are not among, okay, the idiot that brought it, the people that brought this Bukhari to power, come out and lead a protest. Well, they have come out and one thing about this whole thing is that for the fact that you supported somebody does not mean that if the person is doing wrong thing, then because you supported the person, then you are bound to continue to support. No, that is not the way it is. Of course, it could be painful, but the reason why a lot of people are hurting is that all these people who supported Buhari, that they knew his antecedents, that this man will never change. This man will never change, whether they have ulterior motive or not. But one most important thing now is that they have realized that this man is not worth supporting, and they withdrew their support from him. A situation whereby whether maybe they are still supporting him, they are still making um they are still doing what they are still supporting him, or they are not seeing anything wrong in what he's doing. That is where we can hold these people, responsible. That how can you continue to support this kind of a thing and you expect people to be happy? So now, for the fact that they supported him and now they are realizing that this man deceived almost everybody and they are withdrawing their support, I don't think it's something that will continue to nail them to the cross every now and then. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.